What up, YouTubers? What's cracking? How are y'all doing out there? I'm here to talk about Marvin Gaye's What's Going On, which is his 11th album, being released of May 21st, 1971. Happy 54th anniversary to this album. And it's still an amazing album to this day, too. And it was released through Motown Records, subsidiary label Tamla, and it recorded between 1970 through 71 in sessions at Hitsville U.S.A. Golden World United Sound at studios in Detroit and at the Sound Factory in West Hollywood, California. And it was Marvin's first album to credit him as a producer and to credit Motown's in-house session musicians known as the Funk Brothers. And you got singles on here, of course. You got the title track, Mercy Mercy Me, the Ecology, Inner City Blues, Make Me Wanna Holler, and Save the Children. And the album is a concept album with most of its songs segueing into the next and has been categorized as a song cycle. And the narrative established by the songs is told from the point of view of a Vietnam veteran returning to his home country and to witness hatred and suffering and injustice. Gaye's introspective lyrics explore themes of drug abuse, poverty, and the Vietnam War, and he also has been credited with promoting awareness of ecological issues before the public outcry over them had become prominent. Mercy Mercy Me. And then What's Going On stayed on the Billboard Top LPs chart for over a year and became Marvin's second number one album on the Billboard Soul LPs chart, where it stayed for 9 weeks and on the number two spot for another 12 weeks, and respectively the title track, which had been released excuse me, in January of 1971 as the album's lead single, and it hit number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and held the top position of Billboard's Soul Singers chart 5 weeks running. The follow-up singles, Mercy Mercy Me, The Ecology, and Inner City Blues, Make Me Wanna Holler, also reached the top 10 of the Hot 100, making Marvin the first male solo artist to place 3 top 10 singles on the Hot 100 from one album. And the album was an intermediate commercial and critical success and came to be viewed by music historians as a classic of 1970s soul. And multiple critics, musicians, and many in the general public considered the album to be one of the greatest albums of all time and a landmark recording in popular music. In the year of 85, writers on British Music Weekly and the NME voted it the best album of all time. In the year 2020, that was 5 years ago, Rolling Stone listed What's Going On as the greatest album of all time. And more to it, Marvin experienced the personal and professional turmoil in the late 60s, and part of his refocusing on music was attending concerts from the Detroit Symphony Orchestra at Orchestra Hall and the Max M. Fisher Music Center. And by the end of the the 60s, Marvin had fallen into deep depression following the brain tumor diagnosis of his Motown singing partner, Tammy Terrell, the failure of his marriage to Anna Gordy, to a growing dependency on cocaine troubles with the IRS, and struggles with Motown Records, the label he had signed with in 1961. And one night, while holed up at a Detroit apartment, Marvin attempted suicide with a handgun, only to be stopped by Berry Gordy's father. And Marvin himself started to experience more international success around this time, as both as a solo artist with hits such as I Heard It Through the Grapevine and Too Busy Thinking About My Baby, and as a dual artist with Tammy Terrell. But Gaye said himself during this time that he felt he didn't deserve his success, and he felt like a puppet. Barry's puppet, Anna's puppet. I had a mind of my own and I wasn't using it. In March of 1970, Marvin's singing partner Tammy Terrell died of a brain tumor. It was a sad time at that time. They made really amazing music. And the singer responded to Terrell's death by refusing to perform on stage for several years. In the year of 1970, Motown released Marvin's next studio album, That's the Way Love Is, but Gaye refused to promote the recording, choosing to stay at home during this secluded period. Marvin ditched his previous clean-cut image to grow a beard and preferred to wear sweatsuits instead of dress suits and sweaters. Man, Marvin was going through a lot at the time. But this album is still amazing to this day, man. What's Going On, What's Happening, Brother, Flying High in the Friendly Sky, God is Love, Right On, Holy, Holy, Wally Holy, Inner City Blues, Make Me Wanna Holler. This is actually a reissue right here that I have. It's a 2021-ish reissue. So I do have the same songs on here, but there's also some other unreleased ones right here. You got Sad Tomorrows on here. You also got Symphony, that's a demo version. And you got What's Going On, different versions on here. So you got the mono singles, the original mono singles, and then you also have different remixes on here. You got the stripped version of What's Going On, and then you got mix 1, no strings or horns, and then rhythm and strings instrumental mix, and then I already mentioned Symphony demo version. These are just amazing hits, man. Marvin really made amazing hits of this album. And the reason why it's still relevant to this day, because, you know, there's still crazy things that are going around in this world and all that right now. That's the reason why I like the song What's Going On. Definitely one of my all-time favorites right here, including God is Love and Save the Children. Man, 1971, still an amazing classic. Still one of my favorite albums by the one and only Marvin Gaye right here. If you love Motown music, this is a must. A must own in your LP collection. This is a must to own by Marvin Gaye. What is your favorite song off this album right here? Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe and comment. Follow your boy. I'll be glad to return. Y'all have a blessed one and stay safe. And for all my fans out there, keep bumping this album on your turntables. Peace, y'all.